Hi, friends. I'm Dave Barklow, pastor at Fort Walton Beach First United Methodist. Welcome to the Pastor's Study, our daily devotional that helps us focus our mind on the things of God, on God's Scripture together. We just started yesterday walking through the epistle of James. We just looked at the first verse, and today we're going to look at a few more verses. And what's really interesting is while James is 4 chapters long, James really introduces all of his major themes within the first 27 verses of chapter 1. His themes of testing, of prayer, of humility, of status before God and others, of speech, and the importance of putting faith into action. All of these come up in the first 27 verses. I just read, from my list down here that I made earlier, and we're going to see that. So we're going to look at the first one of those about trials. This is James chapter 1, verses 2 through 8. My brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of any kind, consider it nothing but joy, because you know that the testing of your faith produces endurance. And let endurance have its full effect, so that you may be mature and complete, lacking in nothing. If any of you is lacking wisdom, ask God, who gives generously and ungrudgingly, and it will be given to you. But ask in faith, never doubting, for the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea, driven and tossed by the wind. For the doubter, being double-minded and unstable in every way, must not expect to receive anything from the Lord. So we see here that he starts off with his idea of whenever you face trials, consider it joy. Now, that's very contrary to the way we think. Most of our lives are spent seeking comfort. Now, I do want to point out that James does not say go seek trials in order to test your faith, to produce endurance. But he says when trials come, because we live in a fallen and broken world. So the trials are going to come. And when they do, though, don't look at them as poor me. Don't look at them as, how could this happen to me? But rather know that you live in a broken world and it's going to come, and use it as an opportunity to strengthen your faith, to endure in your faith in a way that leads you to a stronger place on the other side. And then there's one of the great promises of Scripture, in my opinion, where he says, if you're lacking wisdom, then just ask God, and God will give it to you. I don't know about you, friends, but we're living in a period of time where I think we need some wisdom. We need wisdom about how we behave in society. We need wisdom about how we live together. We need wisdom about our church and moving forward. I know in your own life you might need wisdom about medical decisions or finances or relationships. And one of the great promises that Scripture is found right here, that God does not begrudge us his wisdom. God does not begrudge us his leading. In fact, he desires for us to pray and for us to find his way. And it's God's hope that we will do that. And he puts it right here in his word. And then James gives us some really difficult word here, though, about never doubting. I don't think this means that we don't have those moments in our life where we wonder where God is, or we even question our faith. But yet that we would allow trials to produce endurance rather than knock us off of our path. That we may have momentary doubts, but we don't have to be doubters, and we don't have to live in doubt. We can remember all that God has done for us. Friends, I hope you have a great day. Remember that I love you, and take care of yourselves, and shine the light of Christ.